Module Overview. Module 6 explores the critical role of cross-cultural and diversity-aware communication in contemporary HR management. In today's globalized and multicultural workplaces, HR professionals interact with employees of diverse backgrounds, cultures, beliefs, languages, and communication styles. Miscommunication in such environments can lead to misunderstandings, decreased engagement, conflict, and reduced organizational productivity. This module provides you with advanced skills and strategies to navigate cultural differences, respect diversity, and foster inclusion through effective communication. Topics include cultural intelligence, verbal and nonverbal communication across cultures, addressing unconscious bias, and inclusive messaging. HR professionals will learn to design communication strategies that enhance engagement, equity, and workplace cohesion in multicultural settings. 1. Understanding cultural and diversity communication definition. Cross-cultural communication is the exchange of information between individuals from different cultural, linguistic, or social backgrounds. Diversity communication emphasizes equity, inclusivity, and respect for varied perspectives. Importance in HR: supports inclusive recruitment, onboarding, and training, minimizes misinterpretations and workplace conflict, promotes employee engagement, loyalty, and retention, enhances organizational reputation and compliance with diversity policies. Challenges: language barriers and misinterpretation, differing social norms and etiquette, implicit bias and stereotyping, varying perceptions of authority, hierarchy, and communication style. Key insight: HR professionals must develop cultural competence and sensitivity to communicate effectively across diverse teams. 2. Principles of cross-cultural communication. Cultural awareness: recognize and understand cultural differences in values, behaviors, and communication styles. Cultural sensitivity: adapt communication approaches to respect individual preferences and norms. Active listening: engage attentively and clarify understanding, avoiding assumptions. Respectful language: use inclusive, non-discriminatory, and bias-free language. Openness to feedback: encourage dialogue and learn from cultural perspectives. Key insight: effective cross-cultural communication reduces misunderstandings, fosters inclusion, and enhances organizational cohesion. 3. Verbal communication across cultures, language, and tone. Be aware of differences in language fluency, idioms, and tone interpretation. Direct versus indirect communication. Some cultures value explicit, direct communication, while others prefer subtle, indirect approaches. Context sensitivity. Consider high-context cultures, rely on nonverbal cues, versus low-context cultures, rely on explicit words. Application: HR professionals must adapt their verbal communication style to ensure clarity, avoid offense, and convey respect. 4. Nonverbal communication across cultures, gestures and body language. Common gestures may have different meanings across cultures. Eye contact varies in interpretation. Some cultures see direct eye contact as respect, others as confrontation. Personal space: respect cultural norms regarding proximity and touch, facial expressions and tone. Ensure expressions align with intended message. Key insight: nonverbal cues are as important as verbal messages, especially in culturally diverse workplaces, and HR must interpret them accurately. 5. Inclusive messaging and diversity communication strategies. Inclusive language: avoid gendered, biased, or culturally insensitive terms. Equitable communication channels: ensure all employees have access to announcements, feedback mechanisms, and information awareness of cultural holidays and practices. Schedule events, meetings, and deadlines with cultural inclusivity in mind, training, and education. Conduct workshops on cultural competence, bias reduction, and inclusive communication. Key insight: inclusive messaging fosters belonging, reduces conflict, and promotes equitable engagement. 6. Managing conflict in diverse teams. Recognize cultural sources of conflict. Differences in values, expectations, and communication norms can trigger misunderstandings. Use culturally sensitive conflict resolution. Apply mediation and negotiation techniques considering cultural context. Encourage open dialogue. Create safe spaces for employees to express concerns and perspectives. Implement policies for equity. Ensure company policies support fair treatment and anti-discrimination practices. Key insight: HR professionals must balance cultural awareness with organizational policies to resolve conflicts effectively in diverse teams.